Y'all, I am back again with another video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Willa. My social medias will be in the channel description somewhere below. You can go follow them if you want to. Now, y'all know how I do these videos. I don't do a whole lot of rambling and shit, so I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what this video is about. I will be talking about annual perfection year, or I will be talking about my experience with the second house perfection year. I really don't remember my first house perfection year like that, because I really didn't know about perfection years until later. But I want to talk about my second house perfection years and what perfection years are. Just a little synopsis. I'm not going to go into too much details. Annual perfection years are basically a part of astrology. They'll tell you like what what house is highlighted and what are the themes and stuff that are going to be highlighted during that year of your life. And they're by your birthday. I just turned 26 on the 11th, so I am now in my third house perfection year. Last year when I turned 25, I was in my second house perfection year. And the second house perfection year is what I personally want to talk about, my personal experience. I can't go off of what anybody else. Everybody's perfection years are different. One thing that I can tell you is what I learned: just because it's your perfection year, it does not mean the themes of that house. That does not mean something positive is gonna happen. It could. Okay, let me explain to you what I mean. Alright. I was in my age 25, I was in my second house perfection year. If you know anything about astrology, you know the second house deals with finances, material possessions, luxury, all that different types of stuff deals with the second house. The home of the second house is the sign of Taurus. I actually have Taurus in my second house because I am an Aries rising. So I had Taurus in my second house. But the other planets that I had in my second house is Mercury and Mars. Mercury being at 27 degrees, Mars being at 29 degrees, and my second house is at 18 degrees. And I also want to include that my second house is also on the cusp of my 8th house, which I am an 8th house Scorpio. I just want to keep that in mind, because something about that is going to come up later. But what I wanted to say is, I'm thinking, when I first heard about my astrology friend explaining to me perfection years, it was like second house perfection year, and I'm thinking about, second house dealing with finances. I'm like, okay, this may be the year that my finances get in check, and, I'm going to start doing better financially. Hell no, I was so wrong. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. The financial struggles that I went through my annual perfection year, my second house perfection year. I feel like I was tested a lot during this time, and I researched for what I could find about the second house perfection year. And you're going to be tested a lot during your second house perfection year. And I was. Financially, I was tested. When I tell you that I was at my lowest of the low financially, and I was being told to do certain things that I did not understand why. Well, I kind of did, but I did it, and I'm like, that was not a good time to leap out on faith. I will say that. I will take accountability for that. My second house perfection year was not a good time to just leap out on faith, because they've been always telling me, take more risks, leap out on faith, yeah, blah blah blah, and all this and that and third, like the Fool card and tarot and stuff like that. I should have never did it. I should have never did it. Because I didn't understand all of what was going on astrologically that year. I feel like astrologically I've been getting my ass kicked for a while, but last year was worse. Last year was the absolute worst. Financially, doing anything. I was tested about my financial value, what it looked like I wanted. Financial planning. What kind of money do you want? What do you want to look like? What is it that you wanted to manifest? And I was going through so many changes this year. That year, my perfection year, I was going through so many changes. And it was like, what I thought I wanted, I didn't actually want it. What I truly desired, it was like, I felt like the more that I wanted something, the farther it was from me. And I don't know why, but I felt like that last year. And I was just working so hard on, y'all saw me how I was posting all this content, and I was working so hard, putting myself out there and things like that. But I was burning out so quickly. It was just so much going on during my second house perfection year. I also want to talk about, I talked about being tested left and right. I was tested with friendships. I was tested family. I had a whole lot of family issues going on my second house perfection year. Ironically, my mother, remember I told y'all that my second house is in Taurus. Ironically, my mother is a Taurus moon, and my father was a Taurus moon, and a lot of things was going on. I don't know how that correlates, but it was just a lot of family issues going on my second house perfection year. A lot of truths came out my second house perfection year, and I wonder if that had anything to do with my second house being on the cusp of the eighth house, because I'm an eighth house Scorpio, so that deals with Scorpio deals with like secrets, hidden truths, and I also have Pluto in my eighth house, so Pluto is like the planet of destruction. So a lot of shit that came out shocked the hell out of me. Some of it hurt me, some of it made me depressed, some of it had me upset. But as all this was going on in my personal life, y'all didn't know shit about it. Maybe a few of my close friends, but y'all didn't know shit about it. I was just up here posting content and stuff. I was trying to transmute the energy, but I feel like me doing that was also keeping me in this like unhealthy false positivity. That's what I felt like it was doing to me, because I was up there, I was just smiling and whatnot, but on the inside I was like, I'm about to fucking explode. Okay, so death of a loved one. Y'all know my dad actually passed away the end of last year. That was during my second house perfection here. I had the death of a loved one. I don't know. I'm not an astrologer, so I don't know how everything correlates. But I'm talking about this, my experience and things that happened. I lost a lot of friends my second house perfection year. Again, a lot of truth came out about people and their true intentions with me. I mean, I had someone that I thought was a friend and a spiritual mentor come to find out this person was doing magic on me, trying to bind me. This person was not everything that they present themselves as. They think that they can manifest their trauma away instead of actually like going to therapy or doing shadow work or something to help heal themselves. They think they can just manifest their trauma away. But anyway, that's a whole nother video for another day. I can come up here and talk about my experiences with spiritual friends and spiritual mentors, but that's a whole nother thing within itself. I lost not to death or anything like that, but I did lose a friend that she's been my friend for like 5+ years. It was going on 6 years. I lost her because I found out her true intentions. She was really never my friend to begin with, and it took a certain situation happening for me to see that over the years that we were friends, we never were friends. Like, she would never bring me around her other friends because she feared that I would get all the attention away from her, and it's just a whole bunch of other stuff. So that happened. Again, losing friends. I know this is like all this is like negative, but there was some positives in my second house profession year. We're gonna get to it, but hold on. Losing faith and trust. Yeah, I lost my faith and trust in the powers that be. It is gaining momentum and it is coming back. I am starting to feel a little bit better. But again, I still identify as being agnostic. I don't necessarily want to call that energy God. I would rather say source or the creator. Like, I don't even want to call that energy spirit. I would rather say source or the creator. As far as my spirit guides go, I know they still around. I mean, I just don't be asking them for nothing no more, really. I really don't. I don't ask nothing. I don't ask no type of questions or anything. Because I'm scared to ask anything now because of the shit that I've been through. I'm scared to ask anything. I just follow my intuition. If something don't feel right, I don't do it. If I feel like I need to go get up and do something, I do it. But I don't ask them no type of questions or anything like that. I really don't. But that's me. I have to work on that relationship with my team and whatnot. I mean, I still love them and whatnot, but I just feel like I'm not handing over my power to nothing else or anything else. And that's the thing, when y'all working with these spirit guides and these deities and stuff, do not, it's okay for them to help you and give you assistance, but do not hand your power over to anything. You still have your power. You still have control, some control over your life. And the reason why I say some is because still the powers that be still, if you know what, I'm about to get into something else completely off topic, and I'm trying to stay on topic. But yeah, I'm trying to stay on topic, y'all. I'm sorry, but this is what I want to say. I'm gonna say it. When you manifesting, yes, you can manifest anything you want into your reality. Yes, you can have the life that you desire. Yes, you can do all this stuff. But let me tell you something. Divine timing is a real thing. Regardless of how hard you manifest something, how many candles you burn, how many times you write it down, if you're not putting no action to it, and if the powers that be, if Source, the Creator, says it's not time for you to have it in your life right now, I'm sorry, you're not going to have it. If it was that easy for me to say I wanted $10,000 or whatever the case may be, and not have no type of plan, no type of attachment or anything towards it, it would be that easy. If manifestation was that easy or that simple or that quick, everybody would be rich. Everybody would have the lives that they desire. No, manifestation takes real work. It's supposed to have a balance of practicality as well as, if you believe in spirituality, but you don't really need spirituality for manifestation. But I'm talking for most of my people that watch me, they spiritual, so they would get what I'm talking about. You need a balance. Money is just not gonna come out of thin air. I'm sorry. Money that's not attached to anything is not gonna come out of thin air. It does not work like that. If you have a business plan, a goal or something in regards to a business plan, and saying like, I want my business to make, I don't know, $10,000 at the end of the month. Okay, you have a business. You have a concrete business. Okay, now you can plan out. Okay, what is this? How am I do this? What kind of advertisement I'm gonna use to get this money? What type of, you know what I'm saying? Manifestation is more than just saying, oh, I'm gonna. Being a millionaire is a start, but how are you going to be a millionaire? The $1 million is not gonna fall out the sky to you. How are you gonna be a millionaire? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna be an artist? You gonna be a singer? What is it? You gonna be an engineer? You gonna do something like Elon Musk? What is it that you're gonna do? Your manifestations also have to be realistic. It has to be realistic. It has to have some type of practicality. Do not listen to these people telling you that, oh, all I told the universe was I needed $500 at the end of the week, and it was there. Energy does not work like that. Then don't get me wrong, sometimes you can randomly receive money. I'm not saying that, but it don't happen as often or as quickly as a lot of these manifestation coaches and stuff be talking about. Y'all be careful with this stuff. Like, honestly, if manifestation was something that did not involve working, and working does not necessarily have to be hard work, but putting some type of energy towards what it is that you want, everybody would be rich. I would be rich. I would have the life that I desire right now. But when I started doing like more manifesting in 2018, when I was wanting all this stuff, I was not doing shit towards getting this stuff. I didn't have a YouTube channel. I wasn't posting like that on Instagram. I wasn't showing people my talents and my artwork and things like that. I wasn't doing shit. I wasn't putting myself out there. So what in the hell? If I wanted to be this grandiose, whatever type of artist, I wanted to be this world-renowned artist to be known all over the world, how the hell was I going to do that? And I wasn't even posting my artwork. I wasn't even talking about going to art school and things like that. I wasn't telling y'all about my journey and things like that in regards to being an artist. How the hell was I going to do that? That's what I'm saying. You have to put yourself in a place to where it is that you want to go, where it is that you want to be. You can't do it by just sitting there and wishing. Because we can wish all day. But my mama, this is what my mama used to say. Shit in one hand, wish in the other, and see which one get filled first. That's what my mama used to always tell me. Shit in one hand and wish in the other, and see which one get filled first. You gotta do something. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. It ain't gonna happen overnight. It ain't gonna happen overnight either. That's what I'm telling you. Stuff is not gonna always happen when you want it to. But I guarantee you, when it happens, it's gonna happen exactly when it's supposed to. And when it happens, you're gonna be thankful that it did. And I'm speaking from experience, y'all. Y'all know I'm not gonna come up here and lie to y'all or tell y'all anything that I have not been through and went through myself. You got to be more practical. You got to be more realistic. Your head can't be too all up in the spiritual world and not pay attention to the physical reality. Somebody was talking about the difference between 3D, 4D, 5D. Regardless of regardless of the consciousness and things like that, you are still in this 3D realm. You cannot not experience the 3D realm. You are physically here. The only way you will not experience this 3D realm is if you transcend back to wherever you came from, whatever you believe in, or whatever whatever you believe you go after you die. But anyway, I digress. I done got off topic, but I just wanted to talk about that. But yeah, losing losing faith and trust, but that is gaining momentum back. I'm seeing the Creator in a different light now. And I feel like this spiritual transition is a part of me letting go of a lot of limiting beliefs that I had in regards to spirituality and stuff. Because I feel like my perception of the Creator, of Source, was still kind of like what I was taught when I was younger. And I'm breaking away from that. So, yeah. Weight loss. I went through a lot of weight loss. Intentional. It was intentional. I changed my eating habits that year, and I know health and things like that usually deals with the 6th house, and routine and stuff usually deals with the 6th house. But my 2nd house, Profection year, I changed the way I eat. A lot of things that I was eating, I wasn't eating as much as I normally would. I was drinking more herbal teas and things like that. I didn't eat a whole lot of greasy food. So, I actually posted a picture on my TikTok. If you're my friends only on TikTok, I used to weigh 207, and now I'm down to 176.9. So, like 176, 177. So that's how much I weigh now. But the weight loss was intentional. So yeah, that was a positive. So we get into a little bit of the positive things about. Okay, we good on time. So we're gonna get into the positive things about my 2nd house Profection year. So my 2nd house Profection year, I gained more confidence in myself and the way I look. And from what I researched, they said this is a common thing during the 2nd house Profection year. You getting more confidence in yourself, your way you look. I started being more vocal. 2nd house Profection year was when I started doing YouTube, started talking to y'all more, started being a little bit more vulnerable and transparent with people. This is when I really started to do more with my platforms, even though I went through a lot of changes and name changes and content changes. But this is when I started doing things with my platform. I started YouTube last year, around February, early February, I think. Somewhere along that way. That's when I started doing YouTube. I was doing it as, y'all remember Cassandra 11? I was doing it as her, but that's when I was starting to show my creativity a little more. I showed off more my personality, my talents. I started loving the way I look, because I used to be the person that I would compare the way I look to other people, to other women and things like that. But now I'm really confident in the way I look. I love the way I look. I love my nose. I love my lips, my eyes. Like, I literally sometimes just stare at myself. Not to be narcissistic or vain or anything, but I love myself. I really do. And I can genuinely say that and feel good about it, that I actually love myself, because it took a while for me to love myself, to accept all parts of myself, the good and the bad. Because regardless of the way y'all perceive me, I am not, I don't want to say this cliche thing, but I am not all love and light or all cake and candy and lollipops and shit like that. No, I have some negative traits as well. I have some shadow traits as well, and I'm highly aware of my shadow traits. I am highly aware of my anger. I am highly aware of, like, how sometimes I can be overly independent. So I'm aware of sometimes I can be stubborn and don't want to listen to nobody, because I know my spiritual team has gotten a dose of that. of me being stubborn and not wanting to listen to anybody. I know I can be very stubborn and not want to listen. Um, I know, I feel like, I don't know if this, people say this is not a negative trait, but I feel like it's a negative trait. Sometimes I isolate myself and won't talk to anybody. Depending on what I go through, I won't talk to anybody, and it'll make people think that they done something to me or something like that. But that is actually something that I'm proud of, because I actually am working on that. But I mean, I'm proud that I'm working on it. Let me rephrase that. I'm proud that that is something that I'm working on, because it doesn't happen as much. But it did happen around when my father first passed. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I am gonna go ahead and end this video. I did wanted to make it because I told y'all I was gonna record this week. I didn't record last week because my birthday was last week. And I was doing a lot. I had family members over. I was going places and things like that. I did have a good 26th birthday. It's crazy because I'm now in my third house perfection year, and I virtually spent my birthday with friends. And majority of the friends that I virtually spent my birthday with, they have Gemini placements. They're either actually a Gemini, or they're like a Gemini moon or Gemini rising or something. And I'm a third house Gemini, Aries rising. I'm third house Gemini, and I'm a Gemini. So it's just all that the theme of the third house, dealing with communication and talking and being around your friends, your close friends, and your family. Like, I was like on my birthday, entering my third house perfection year, I was experiencing some of the themes of hanging out with friends, talking, being more vocal. I mean, just, I have better feelings about this perfection year than I did the second house perfection year. I was told back in 2020 that one of my perfection years was going to be really, really positive, but I don't know which one. And y'all know I'm not going to ask, because they're not about to send me on Da Vinci Code to fucking figure it out. I told y'all I don't be asking them for nothing. I don't ask them nothing. Nope, not no more. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Don't look forward to it, but I might come back with another video this week. But my videos are going to be I'm going to do a video at least once a week. But I love y'all. And so yeah, follow all my social medias and whatnot. And until next time, peace.